This is kind of an update, my first update. Um, we went to the zoo yesterday, which was our very first actual school day field trip. It was a lot of fun, and it was also my birthday. And I thought that was pretty cool that I was able to spend my birthday with them all day for the first time in years. We had a great time, except for that I got blisters on my feet because I wore sneakers that were relatively new, and that was a really bad idea. And anyways, so I wanted to just kind of give a shout out to some of the people out there that have been helping me, kind of sending me video responses and emails with suggestions. Thank you. It's all very much appreciated. And I have actually got to a point where I feel a little more comfortable with everything. We now have a pretty set schedule, and it's going really well. The girls are doing really well. I feel like May is learning things that she definitely wouldn't have learned in kindergarten. And I've figured out how to stay along the right lines to make sure that she learns all of the stuff that she would learn in kindergarten as well. And that's good, of course. So, and Brittany has told me that a lot of the stuff that I've done with her has been things that she knows that she probably wouldn't have been able to do just yet in her grade either. So I feel like we've really studied some things, and in fact that's one of the main things that we do is we pick a topic, one topic for each one of them every 2 weeks, and they learn everything that there is to learn about that topic, everything that they can find to know about that topic. And that alone has been probably the funnest activity. It's really been something that the whole family has been able to do together. May's was astrology, and we bought a solar system kit, and Daddy put it together with her and Brittany, and that was a lot of fun. And I almost know now that May will probably never forget the names of the planets because she did that activity with Daddy, and she's a daddy's girl, so that's going to be something that's going to stick in her mind. And it was a lot of fun for everybody. I have to say that I really feel like homeschooling has made us all a lot closer. It's bringing us together in a way that is probably really necessary at this point in especially Brittany's life, to keep her on the right track. And I really feel like I made the right choice, the right decision, even though it was a really scary decision. And of course there are days where I feel like, overwhelmed or scared that I made the wrong choice. I still, overall, I really feel like it was the right choice, at least for right now, at this point in our lives. There are so many things that I want them both to accomplish, and I just don't see that happening the way that I want it to anyways, if Brittany continues in the environment that she is in the county schools where I live. Not that they are necessarily bad schools, they don't have enough funds to do what they need to do, for one, and the teachers are overworked and underpaid, and there are probably not enough parents, I guess, around here get involved enough, because there are so many. Like, a perfect example, the day that I went to pick Brittany up for her very last day of school, I noticed as I was coming out, the way that her school is that there's a drive, like a big sign off the bypass, and you drive down that road, and then you turn right there at the sign. And I noticed that crossing the street were two young boys, probably around Brittany's age, walking on foot across the street. out in front of the sign, and they dodged toward the woods. And I was not the only car. I was going in, and there was a car also coming out, so I was not the only car that saw them. And of course, when I went in, I informed the ladies in the office, and within a very few minutes, she had contacted the police officer who patrols the school, I believe, all day. He appears to be there at all times. And of course, he went to look for them. I, of course, did not hear anything that day because I got Brittany and left, but I thought, wow, that's insane. Those boys they just had walked off school property. And that weekend we went skating, as we usually do, and pretty much everyone in this area does. And some of the girls that go to the school that Brittany did go to were there, and they proceeded to tell me that the boys were going into the woods to do drugs, which is very common, she said. And I thought, wow, that's very interesting to know now that Brittany doesn't go there anymore. And thank goodness she doesn't. So I really feel like that we made the right choice, because I know where she is. And I know who she's talking to. And she's just changed a lot since we decided to do this, in all very good ways. I see her maturing. I see her slowing down in her need to become older than she actually is and act older than she actually feels. She doesn't have that constant pressure on her to be someone that she's not. Her life is pretty much hers at this point. We decide what we want to do every day, and socialization is not a problem. My children probably have more socialization than the average child who goes to school, because we're out and about doing things all day long while all the other children are stuck in school at a desk. So I don't know. I guess you just have to decide which one works best for you. And I think we found what works best for us for now. So anyways, that's my update, and I know I'm rambling, so I apologize, and I hope to hear from you all with any questions and or comments about homeschool or anything else. Just hit me up if you want to know anything else. Thanks.